from Sibasi. Hope you're good. Good morning if it's when you're waking up. Welcome to our Sibasi webinar. So on today's, it being a Monday, it's going to be a Monival Monday. And Monival Monday is basically where we get to offer tips and tricks. We get to guide you and tell you the do's and the don'ts of what to do while monitoring and evaluating your system. So Sibasi is an IT company located within Kenya, and basically what we do is we offer consultancy services in terms of Microsoft products such as Power BI, Dynamics 365, and SharePoint. And we being a Microsoft Gold partner, we also offer software solutions and also build things such as website, apps. So if you do have any inquiry, you can reach out to us via sibasi.com and we'll be sure to help you. So back to today's agenda. Today we'll be learning about the logical framework. So when it comes to monitoring and evaluating your solutions, we have several frameworks, but however today we'll just narrow down to the key one, the logical framework, and we'll be guided through this conversation by a gentleman called Felix Onyango. He's an expert when it comes to implementing your activities and your outputs or any goals that you have planned for your project. So Felix, I think this is a time, so you can take us through.
Thanks, Winnie. My name is Felix Onyango, and once again, welcome back to Monday's Monival webinar meetings. And today we are going to talk about a logical framework, and just diving to main agenda. We are going to talk about the introduction part. Also look at about the log frame format, benefits of log frame, and have a Q&A session at the last stage where I'll be asking if one has any question or observation. So just to introduce to the introduction part, we are going to look at what this logical framework is, and there's a definition is a planning tool that set out the objectives of our project and how they will be measured. So this framework helps organization to organize thinking and set performance indicators and allocate responsibilities and communication. Just to give you a simple definition about logical framework, it's just used to monitor and evaluate. It help you to it also strengthens your planning and evaluation of your project. So next we are going to talk about the log frame format and the various log frame format that directs the model. And one of the format will have activities, and we have activities, and activities are that's what you need to be implemented in order to accomplish each of your outputs. And remember, these activities must be realistic, and it answers several questions like, if activities are implemented, will outputs be produced? So looking at this, it will give you an answer. It will give you a question, and it will give you an answer whether your outputs will be produced, and if outputs are produced, will outcomes result. So it also looks at whether these outcomes will come through the outputs, and if outcomes result, will objective be achieved. Now this is the key, because this is the goal. This is the goal of these activities of this log frame, of this entire log frame. Will the objective be achieved? So if objectives are achieved, will it contribute to larger goals? So after getting your objective, Will it results to larger goals, like what you wanted to achieve in next time or whatever. So this is just summary of activities, and next we are going to look about the output. And here outputs just describe the potentials established by the project. And for instance, your human resource potential. So it gives you it gives the and it's just it gives example of human resource potentials that are required in project. We also look at it's also like products that are required by the project. So next we have outcomes. With these outcomes describe the desirable future behavior of the target groups in which the target group will use the potential described in the output, like application of knowledge, adoption of practices, and use of technology. And have several examples when it comes to outcomes, and like improved practices, improved legislation passed. So these are just the major examples of outcomes. And next we have look at about the objectives. So these objectives where you it's like a goal of this log format. To describe what the target group will achieve if it changes its behavior. It's a step towards the future of benefit of higher level. So after getting these objectives, you can also set higher goals to achieve, or to achieve after you have get your project right or done. So next chapter we are going to talk about the benefits of logical framework and various logical framework, the various benefits of this logical framework, and one of the benefits are it makes your objectives clear and coherent and measurable. So this logical frame it makes you to set up a clear objective of your project, and you can be able to measure on how the projects are being done, since it uses monitoring and evaluation. So second, it gives evidence of activities that work and those that do not. So we can be able to know the evidence that know the evidence about whether your projects are going one way or not. So it shows the clear status of your project, and it gives whether your project is on mark or not. So you can be able to tell whether your project is in progress or not. Third, it compares across your project, and you can able to conclude. You can be able to get the best practices. Like for instance, you are developing a project, and you need to compare with the other projects that are ongoing. So with this logical framework under monetary evaluation system, can able to compare your projects and programs and conclusion reached about the best practices. So next we have it analyze problems are analyzed systematically, and risk and assumption are made into explicit. So with this is the major role of this. It's one of the major role of this project of this Monival evaluation system. It's generally analyze your progress, your project, And also can be able to know, to tell whether your project's on risk or not, and can be able to make assumption from the observation made, since you can be able to monitor and see the progress that are ongoing. So next, it helps you organize your ideas and thoughts, to express them to other people who might be interested in your projects or program. So it gives an organization an idea and thoughts on whether there are people who are interested in this project or not. So this shows how the Google framework is very beneficial to your monetary evaluation system. It shows everything that it shows whether people will like it or not on the progress of your project. Next, it shows you what you should be measuring to determine if you are achieving your goals, clearly stating your outputs and outcomes. So with this, it's one of the core when it comes to monetary evaluation system. You can be able to measure and determine whether you're achieving the goal. So this is as I said, this is a major feature on this monetary evaluation system. You can be able to state your outputs and outcomes. You can be able to know the risk, whether you are running out of risk or your projects on a nice status, like it's safe to say whether your project's on safe status or not. So you can be able to tell through quantitative measurement that are set by this monetary evaluation system. Also, it makes your main goals and objectives clear to anyone who is interested in your outcomes and the impact. So this is also a major feature on this project, on this monetary evaluation system. It makes your main goals and objectives clear. So since it's a evaluation system, you can be able to determine whether you are meeting a certain goal that you set from the start of the project, and see whether same goal that is being achieved at the end of the project. So this is just a brief benefits of monetary evaluation system. There are so many benefits, but these major objectives that when you are going to use this monetary evaluation system, you'll be able to get these objectives that are being highlighted there on the screen, and hopefully it will solve your major problems that you are facing through your projects, clients, or any organization. So next, I'm just going to ask you whether you have a question or not, whether you have a question, and just feel free and post on chats, as we will be answering the questions immediately, because our support team is training to give you more information about the internal system. And also, if you have not been watching the other series, kindly go through the series and see how this monetary system will impact will solve your business. So it will help you solve your business some problems, and you'll be able to achieve your goals that you set. So thank you once again. And
with that being said, I think it's a wrap from my side. I can't see any question on the chat. So yeah, that's it for today. So see you guys next time, same time, same place. And yeah, just follow us on our social media handles and check out www.monival.com and tell us what you like the most. Yeah, thank you. Bye.